Dear God, this frame rate is terrible. What is going on with this, Mume? Okay. Frame rate deciding he wants to flux around aside. Hello people, what is going on? I am Jake, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon VoltWhite version. Last time, we got the black orb, or ball, or something like that, at the bottom of, Relic Castle. And that's glorious stuff. And I'm healing my Pokemon probably for complete no reason. It's now springtime! And my frame rate issues are gone. Yay! So, today, this episode, that's how wild battles work with that, by the way. We are going to move our way along Route 8 and progress to our best ability to the next town, which I believe is a town by which name I cannot remember at this moment. Now, right, so I decided, because I can, I'm going to grab as many items as I want, because most of them are probably Ice-type moves. And, God, I need to clear my throat a lot more. Besides, Poliwrath, what is it? Beside, it's, Poliwrath's Ice Punch. There you go. I don't think we have any Ice-type moves, and if I do, and I'm not just knowing it because I'm a dumb, post-editing me can probably take care of it. And I'm surprised that thing is actually still alive. Although I didn't get any stab off of that, which that kind of makes sense. Psycho Cut. I'm just worried about what the second type it is. I don't know if it's a grass or something else. It's hard for me to tell. I don't know my Gen 5 Pokemon, even though that one does look a lot like a Hackney Cacturn. Okay, Excalibur. Who would I want to send out? You sound like you would be something Poliwrath would be able to take care of. Either that or I'm a complete idiot. Probably the latter. You are exactly what I thought you were. And if you're weak to ice, like this Ice Punch, I will be all the happy. And I am all the happy because I just froze you. That is probably the second time I have ever frozen a Pokemon in this Let's Play. One of the very few times I've ever frozen a Pokemon in the history of ever. Because I've never been able to do it on any of my actual Pokemon games. Platinum, Diamond. Oh, those are the ones I actually have with me. Politoed. We have Zapdos for you. And if you're wondering what the wild Pokemon are and you're too lazy to look in that bottom corner, well, they are the exact same ones as in Isistrus Jitty. Isistrus Jitty? What's a Jitty? Isistrus City. The exact same one as that. And, yeah, it's the exact same. I mentioned it what it was a few episodes ago. Assuming nothing has changed. And for winning that battle, we get a Pecha Berry. Because Pecha Berries are amazing. And we got a Poison Barb. Because those are amazing. No, they are not. Let me just... Let's see if we've got any, any kind of repels. If I got super repels, I will be happy. How many? I have one. Let's make this one count. Because mod Pokemon are not on my to-do list. It's a pain to edit out of, and it's a pain to have to run from. Also, this is the first instance in which we actually use Surf. If I decide I want to use my controls correctly. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because I recently reconfigured a lot of this controller and other such. So I'm just making sure everything was aligned to the proper button. You select? I never would have cared enough to shit. Okay, clearly we're gonna want to go to the right and avoid this trainer and cross the bridge, and I think I may know what's yes. You know, I never have actually given credit for it, but the thing that plays when you're about to face Bianca actually isn't that bad. And we are in a triple battle! Sorry I'm taking so long, I am just trying to get the documentation, because I didn't think we'd be getting to this part, because I don't know this route at all. All I know is from that one Let's Play I watched. Okay. As I'm fighting Persian! One of her Pokemon knows the moves Nasty Blood, Hypnosis, Swift, and Fake Out. Mushrana knows Hypnosis, Psychic, Energy Ball, and Reflect. Sorry. And Mind Shell knows the moves High Jump Kick, U-Turn, Poison Jab, and Stone Edge. Oh god, Volcarona would die if he get hit by Stone Edge. I'm actually going to just Bug Buzz Mushrana, seeing who goes first. Because whoever doesn't go first can try to take out Mind Shell, who is a threat to Absol, who would probably die. Unless Flygon takes the Mind Shell out first. Which he didn't do. And Absol may be dead. Physical defense. What is it? Clearly it's not something I own. Oh, sweet. God, there's a lot of Pokemon that could be the next one. Well, considering I have no idea what it is, I'll just take the most versatile tool in the shed, Zapdos. Even though Zapdos is nowhere near the most versatile tool in the shed. And I've never used that before. She sends out Simipour with the moves Work Up, Acrobatics, Focus Blast, and Water Spout. That is sad. That is sad! Words cannot describe how sad that is. Seriously. Okay, in the documentation for this, it, okay, of course, Mind Shell would heal. It says, her fourth move that would have been, the fourth move in the clean version, which is a separate version of the hack, which, only allows you, which doesn't change any of the movesets or evolution points or any of that stuff. All it is, it just gives you all the locations of every Pokemon. The fourth move for that version is actually Hydro Pump. And the fourth move in this version, the regular version, all changes included and everything, is Water Spout. And I find that pretty shitty. Cause why would you have Water Spout over Hydro Beam? Most people, I would assume, would use the regular version. And using that logic, why would you give them Water Spout, a move that to me does nothing, over a move that actually would do something? Okay, she sent out both a Serperior and Chandelure. Serperior has the moves Leaf Blade, Leech Seed, Glare, and Dragon Pulse. And Chandelure has Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and Psychic. Huh, Psychic. I just need to pick a target at this point. I want to get rid of Persian, personally. Been sitting there way too long. I really don't have any good moves from Volcarona that can hit, Chandelure decently. They're not really that good. What? Shup! Okay. That Superior is an idiot. Oh, by the way, I probably should use Dragon Pulse on Superior, because in this game, if you couldn't tell, Superior is a Dragon type, believe it or not. And everyone is ganging up on Volcarona. Why? Why would you do that to her? Assholes. Yes, Superior is actually a Dragon type in this hack, which I find pretty cool. And I don't want to use that, otherwise it will just wreck Flygon. Hey, and Poliwrath's the only Pokemon we can actually assign a move for, because everyone else, either is in the air or recharging. Which means I might actually die. This is not good! You literally have to take, like, a small bit of damage, and even if you did have the berry, it would not have done... It probably would have killed her either way. And Flamethrower... I don't know what's gonna do to that, to, Zapdos. Dear Jesus Lord. Okay, what do we have? Zapdos. I'm betting on how fast you are at this point. Poliwrath, we are going to heal you up. Because you are... No offense to Zapdos, probably the one that'd be able to take down either of these the fastest. Superior, using Dragon Pulse on Poliwrath. I did not know Dragon Pulse would actually be able to reach that far. Because there's a certain mechanic where you can only hit the adjacent Pokemon. It's... it's cool. It's only for Triple Battles though, since Triple Battles you would be able to hit any adjacent. Yeah, you know what I mean. But, while it is a cool idea, some moves actually are able to hit any space they please. And I didn't think, again, sorry. I didn't actually think, Dragon Pulse would have been one of those moves. That actually is pretty surprising to me. And if Poliwrath can hit this, which he does, Chandelure is dead and we defeated Bianca for the 5th time in this game. Maybe excluding that first battle. I don't remember if I won that one against her because it's first battle, it's really all chance. Or was that me losing against, yeah, I was losing against this one. Why? Thank you, I guess. Okay, clearly. Oh, Darkstone, that is what it was called. One thing I didn't mention during, last episode when I got the Darkstone is that I'm not actually going to be using Zekrom in this LP. This mainly because I already have a Dragon type, and I don't really want to use the brand of the game mascot. I don't know if that's kind of a bad thing, and I don't even know why I'm healing everyone. But, yeah, I'm not going to be using Zekrom. So, let us just walk in here. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Well, I'm guessing this is the equivalent of cycling road of this region. It's called Turbulent Bridge. Well, let's just proceed this way. Whoa! This is a little much for my emulator to handle. And Shadow Triads and Getsis. I was sending on my bike a minute ago. What the hell? Excellent. It seems you have obtained the Darkstone. I congratulate you on a job well done. It is my Lord N's thought that the two holders of the legendary Pokemon should put their beliefs on the line and strive to find which is the true hero. That is not necessary, however. From his infancy, I provided him with the education required to become the hero of legend. Indeed, he has been so acknowledged by the legendary Pokemon. Such purity of purpose is his. The liberation of Pokemon, of which Team Plasma speaks, is the separation of Pokemon from foolish people. That is the truth. All trainers will become helpless to resist us. We alone will be able to use Pokemon. The preparations are complete. When my perfect plan is set in motion, first a few gullible Pokemon trainers who are unable to resist Team Plasma will release their Pokemon. Then that number will become 100, then 1,000, and in no time, even the gym leaders and champion will be unable to fight us. Having Pokemon will be considered a bad thing. Even Pokemon like the sad little Bianca, whose Pokemon was stolen in Castelia, will be unable to face public opinion and release their Pokemon. That's the kind of world we will make. You may have the stone, but there's no chance whatsoever that legendary Pokemon will accept you as the hero. So, if you're not willing to hand over the precious Pokemon, I suggest you search for some courage, because you're going to need it. Also, that is probably the first time in like 20 episodes I've actually done a full voice acting for it. Also, if you can't see, I actually have fully healed Pokemon because I was expecting something bad to happen, and during that transition to that little station before here, I kind of flew back. Which, now that I think about it, seems kind of pointless. I also bought some items. Well, the reason it's pointless is because, well... we have Pidgeotto's first pitch. And we got Fling. Okay. Okay then. This is what is called Route 9. Creative. And how long have I been recording for? Around 20-ish minutes. I would say end the episode off here, but I'm not really feeling it. I feel the need to record. I've missed 2 weeks of recording. I commentated as I played games that I couldn't record and didn't record. And this is a new route, and I am doing what I please. It's my LP. I'm doing what I want. Let me just choke first. Don't worry, I'm fine. Route 9, regular grass. We got Gothorita, Duishin, Curlia, Minico, Pawniard, Skitty, and Liepard. And Persian. Sorry. It's split on 2 pages. In the double grass, there's Fluffy, Luxio, Hypno, or Hypno, however you're supposed to say it, Cynico, Bisharp, Garbodor, Houndoom, and Gramble. And in special grass, Audino, Gothiel, and Reinkless. There's also 2 legendaries available in this route. Special grass, 1%, you can find a Raikou. Raikou, rather, or however you're supposed to say it, I do not care. And also on this one, technically the brother, or whatever the such of Raikou that we haven't seen the other part of that trio. Here we've seen Suicune, Raikou's right in here. But get to the point, Jacob. We can find an Entei. Also in the special quest, so I haven't said that already. So, not gonna bother with either of those right now. What I'm bothering is whether or not I'm going to be raped by whomever I have to fight. And since I want to fight the least amount of people in this amount of time, I'm just gonna go up here. Okay, that was actually that's actually a nice tune right there. Haven't heard it before. And he wanted our Pokemon. Either A, he's part of Plasma, Undercover Plasma, or B, he shares the same interests. Now, because Absol is a complete idiot in South First against a Scrappy, I'm going to take this time and send out Zapdos so Absol does not die. I just referred to it as if I was an Absol there for a minute. That was weird. And it just Focus Punched me. That's actually pretty interesting. I've never been able to see a Focus Punch actually work before, because usually if it's them using it, I'm more of an aggressive attacker, where I just attack and attack and attack and not really do that much strategizing. I'm trying something a little different this LP with Volcarona and her Quiver Dance. I normally don't have those kind of moves, but I'm kind of making a slight bit of an exception at this point. And I've never been on trying to do it myself, because I always had the impression that they would always attack no matter what. And I would never be, and I would have never been able to pull off a Focus Punch. And that's how that works. I did have a decent amount of decently good Pokemon on my Platinum cartridge. The problem is, I had an action replay when I used my original DS Lite. Well, not my yeah. Good thing I said DS Lite, because I don't actually own a regular DS. I only owned a Lite. But when I had that, I used an action replay and cheated a lot of shit in to get whatever Pokemon I pleased. Where in this hack, you can do it all legitimately. If only this could have been counted as legitimately, because this is a ROM hack. Also, welcome to Department 9 or something. Okay, that is completely contradictory, by the way. An item that attracts Pokemon. Use it to flee from any battle with a wild Pokemon. Makes no sense! If it attracts it, why would it be able to, get away? No sense! This is pretty much the giant shopping mall of this area. In here, you can find all sorts of stuff. I'm just gonna go off whatever I feel like saying, because I have not been here. Here, of course, as you can clearly see, PP up. And what happens if we talk to this fella? This mountain of cardboard. They're all full of electronics we can't sell anymore. They're just going to waste. I wonder if someone could put them to good use. Maybe they have some old systems, which is actually something I've been trying to do lately. I mentioned this before, one of my unexpected 2-week hiatus per se, but I ordered Metroid Prime Trilogy however so long ago, and I actually have it now. As I said earlier, I am playing through Prime. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just missing one missile expansion. I don't know where the hell it is. And that, I don't know where it is. I'm playing all the primes in order, trying to get 100% the best I can. But since I was an idiot and didn't scan all the things in like the first area of the game. I wasn't able to do it, and I missed some of them. Others are just there because I also missed some others because I was just stupid and didn't want to scan them, even though I knew from the beginning I wanted to do a 100% scan running, which is what I would be doing per se if I was doing an LP out of it. And I use if quite lightly. Also, there appears to be something on the road. Okay, there. We found a lemonade on the ground, just in case I ever wanted to buy it over there. Okay, this is where you can find the grass with all the blah blah blah, you know what I'm talking about. What do you have to say? I heard that guy with the legendary Pokemon was visiting one schmunch. Aw, Nintendo, you should have gone nom. That space right here looks really suspicious. But nothing's there. I've never actually shown this off. The building decorations took craftsmen 100 years to create. Tender, loving care, they grow in no time. Daycare on Route 3. September 10th, 2012. Oakland City, sunny. Route 9, sunny. Route 8, sunny. Iceverse City, sunny. The city produces many archaeologists every year. Here, you can enjoy old music that dates back to several hundred years. The building, yeah. This is basically, you can get like little tidbits about each information, what weather's on the route ahead, and the time, and dates. I never showed that around because I haven't showed that off because I haven't found it the most useful. But yeah. That's correct. Our Lord N has combined his power with the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon and intends to create a new world. We herald the return of the hero of Unova, founder of this region. Pokemon are different from people. They are living beings who contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. They are beings whose greatness we should acknowledge. Beings who should be freed from our oppression. We, Team Plasma, invite you to join us. We all want to create a new world where people and Pokemon are both free. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you now, please release your Pokemon. And so, I end my plea to you today. Thank you, one and all, for your attention. Is it true? Have we been making Pokemon suffer?
Maybe we should release our Pokemon like Team Plasma says.
No way. Without Pokemon, I'll be lonely and sad. Terrible voice acting.
What was that all about? That speech was off the charts strange.
The cooperation of people and Pokemon is how Unova came to exist to begin with. If Pokemon didn't want anything to do with humans, it would simply leave. Capturing Pokemon in a Pokeball doesn't mean you've captured its heart. Let's go, Jake Jacob. It's been a while, Alice and Drayden.
Oh, Mr. Adler! The guy who helped out that time.
What's wrong? What does the wandering champion who left the Pokemon League need from us? Briefly, my request is this. Tell us about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. I can't do this voice acting with a straight face. Honestly, we have a deep voice for a Drayden. Iris has a high-pitched voice, and I'm trying to give the stupidest Mexican-type accents for Outer. Holy shit. And I'm doing this all live because I'm not recording this when everyone else is home. Hence why I recorded at this time in the first place. I can't do that with a straight face. And if I'm making any of yours ears bleed or I'm being very inconsistent with the voices, I apologize. I'm not a professional voice actor. If that's not obvious enough in my... Because I'm gonna have to hiccup, but I don't. Okay, back to terrible voice acting. Are you talking about Reshiram or Zekrom? What's the sudden interest? Moments ago, a troublemaker known as Getsus was here. He said a trainer named N has reawakened Reshiram. Yes, the trainer called Emma no, his name is M now. Apparently told Jacob here to search for the other dragon Pokemon. Let me check that I have this straight. This N, or what have you, presumes to have set the two Dragon-type Pokemon against each other in battle to test his own convictions. Oh no! The Dragon-type Pokemon could get along so well! That is right, Alice. The ones who make Pokemon battle are the trainers. And it's so the Pokemon and the trainers get to know each other better. I'm going to the Pokemon League. No, I guess in this case, I just say I'm returning to the Pokemon League. Of course, I will defeat N. I shall teach him about the beauty of this world where Pokemon and trainers live together in harmony. Also, Jake, I await for your arrival. Once you've obtained the Absol badge, come to the League. The Absol gym leader stuff. Take care. Farewell. I'm counting on you, Drayden and Iris. Worst accent ever! He's gone. Is he okay? He looks kind of scary. Don't worry, Iris. He's the strongest trainer in all of Unova. Well, Jacob, is it? Come to my house. As out to ask, I'll tell you everything I can about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Iris, child, please show the way. You bet! If it's up Lucid City, I can take you anywhere. After the story of Zekrom and Reshiram, you tell you about all we know. This way. This way. That way. I am dying. Item, by the way. Absolutely dying. This is why I don't do voice acting for the first part of the LP, because I can't do it! Just a little farther! I swear, as soon as this little entourage is done and we can go to the gym, I am done with the episode! This is it! Why couldn't you just auto-direct me, woman? Lady? Child? Ooh, fancy! I'll explain. What you're holding is the Darkstone. Zekrom, who will likely awaken from the Darkstone, and Reshiram, who's already awakened, were once the same Pokemon. That single dragon Pokemon, along with the twin heroes, brought a new region into being, and Pokemon and people live happy lives! One day, however, the twin heroes, the older brother who sought truth, and the younger brother who sought ideals, began to argue about how to decide which of them was right. The single dragon-type Pokemon that had been with them all that time split its body into two. One sided with the older brother, and the other with the younger. In pursuit of the truth, the white dragon-type Pokemon sought to usher in a new and better world. Its name was Reshiram, and the other, the black dragon-type Pokemon, sought ideals and usher a new world, a world of hope. It was named Zekrom. because the two of them were once the same entity. The battle raged endlessly, and neither one could be declared the winner. They simply exhausted themselves. The twin heroes proclaimed that there was no side that was right and ceased the conflict.
But, the two heroes sat stand in battle again! And an instant later, Reshiram and Zekrom destroyed Unova with fire and lightning! Then they disappeared! But, if people work with Pokemon in the right way, we don't have to worry about anyone anymore! For the world being destroyed! I mean, Reshiram and Zekrom worked hard for everyone and made a new region, so it should be alright, I think!
True, Pokemon cannot speak. People may hurt Pokemon even more by imposing their selfish thoughts on them. But no matter what, Pokemon and people believe in each other and need each other and will continue to live together.
Yeah! So I'm never gonna forget Team Plasma for trying to separate Pokemon and us!
Sorry, we got a little off topic at the end. That is everything we know. Unfortunately, we don't know how to wake the legendary Pokemon. I made a promise to Outer. You must win the gym badge from the Oplusa Pokemon Gym. Iris, you go by Jake Jacob's side at the Pokemon Gym.
Yay! Look out, I'm really strong, just like Drayden!
Honestly, that is painful. Why? Why do I do this now? Well, roughly 40 minutes. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, especially my terrible voice acting skills in losing of a lung. Please, feel free to do whatever the hell you want with this. As always, thank you oh so very much for watching. I'm Jake Jacob, and peace. Ugh.